Once upon a time, in the quiet town of Willow Creek, there stood an old mansion shrouded in mystery. The mansion was rumored to be haunted, with whispers of dark secrets lurking within its walls. A group of adventurous teenagers, Sarah, Jake, and Emily, dared each other to explore the mansion one fateful evening. As they tiptoed through the dusty corridors, they stumbled upon a forgotten room tucked away in the attic. In the center of the room stood a massive, ornate mirror. Intrigued by the mirror's eerie aura, the trio approached cautiously. Suddenly, Sarah's reflection began to twist and contort, morphing into a grotesque, twisted version of herself. Terrified, Sarah stumbled backward, but Jake and Emily's reflections remained unchanged. As they tried to flee, the door slammed shut behind them, trapping them inside. Panic-stricken, they turned back to the mirror, only to see their own reflections sneering back at them, their eyes glowing with malevolence. With each passing moment, the mirror seemed to draw them in, its dark power growing stronger. Sarah, Jake, and Emily realized they were trapped in a nightmare, unable to escape the clutches of the haunted mirror. As the night wore on, they fought to resist the mirror's sinister influence, but one by one they succumbed to its power, their souls becoming trapped within its depths. Years later, a new group of curious souls stumbled upon the abandoned mansion, drawn by the same whispers of mystery. But as they entered the attic and beheld the ancient mirror, they felt a chill creep down their spines, knowing that they were not alone, and that the haunted reflection still hungered for new souls to claim. Years passed, and the legend of the haunted mansion faded into obscurity, but the mirror remained, its dark power undiminished by time. One stormy night, a group of unsuspecting college students stumbled upon the mansion while seeking shelter from the relentless rain. Ignoring the warnings of locals, they entered the abandoned building, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. Among the group were Alex, Maya, and Chris, thrill-seekers drawn to the allure of the unknown. As they explored the mansion, they stumbled upon the attic and the ominous mirror that lay within. Curiosity piqued, they approached the mirror cautiously. Suddenly, Maya's reflection began to distort, twisting into a horrifying visage. Panicked, Maya tried to turn away, but the mirror held her captive, its dark magic ensnaring her soul. Terrified, Alex and Chris tried to flee, but the door slammed shut, trapping them inside with the malevolent mirror. Desperate to escape, they searched for a way out, but every corridor seemed to lead them back to the attic. As the night wore on, they realized they were not alone. Shadows lurked in the corners, whispering secrets of long-forgotten sins. The mirror seemed to pulse with a sinister energy, feeding on their fear and despair. Driven to madness by the mirror's influence, Alex and Chris turned on each other, their minds twisted by the relentless onslaught of darkness. In the end, only the mirror remained, its surface shimmering with the trapped souls of those who dared to gaze into its depths. And so, the legend of the haunted mirror lived on, a warning to all who dared to seek the truth in the darkness. For some secrets are better left buried, lest they consume us all. Years turned into decades, and the mansion stood forgotten, a relic of a darker time. But the mirror remained, its malevolent presence pulsating with an ancient hunger. One moonlit night, a lone traveler stumbled upon the decrepit mansion, drawn by whispers of the supernatural, and fazed by the warnings. The traveler entered the abandoned building, a sense of foreboding hanging heavy in the air. As they ascended to the attic, they felt the oppressive weight of the mirror's gaze. With trembling hands, they reached out and touched the cold surface, sending shivers down their spine. Suddenly, the mirror came alive, its surface rippling like dark water. The traveler's reflection began to warp and twist, contorting into grotesque shapes that mock their very existence. Terrified but undeterred, the traveler confronted the mirror, determined to break its hold on their soul. With every ounce of willpower, they fought against the mirror's dark magic, refusing to become another victim of its insatiable hunger. In a blinding flash of light, the mirror shattered into 1,000 pieces, releasing the trapped souls within. As the darkness faded, the traveler emerged victorious, their spirit unbroken by the horrors they had witnessed. With the mirror destroyed, the curse that had plagued the mansion for centuries was finally lifted. The sun rose on a new day, and the mansion stood silent, its secrets buried once and for all. But somewhere in the depths of the shadows, a faint whisper lingered, a reminder of the darkness that lurks within us all, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness. Years passed, and the town of Willow Creek slowly began to forget the horrors that had once plagued the old mansion. But as time wore on, whispers of a new darkness began to spread. Strange occurrences were reported throughout the town. Whispers in the night, shadows that moved of their own accord, and sightings of ghostly figures wandering the streets. Among those affected by the strange phenomena were Mia and Lucas, siblings who had recently moved to Willow Creek with their family. Intrigued by the rumors surrounding the old mansion, they decided to investigate, and aware of the danger that awaited them. As they explored the abandoned building, they stumbled upon the shattered remnants of the cursed mirror, its shards scattered across the floor like shards of darkness. Curiosity piqued. Mia reached out to touch one of the shards, her fingers tingling with a strange energy. Suddenly, a blinding light enveloped them, transporting them to a realm of darkness and despair. They found themselves trapped within the shattered mirror, their souls ensnared by its malevolent power. Desperate to escape, they searched for a way out, but the darkness seemed to stretch on for eternity. In the real world, their family grew worried as days turned into weeks with no sign of Mia and Lucas. Determined to find them, they enlisted the help of the townspeople, who had long feared the return of the darkness. Together they ventured into the abandoned mansion, their hearts heavy with dread. As they reached the attic, they found Mia and Lucas trapped within the shattered mirror, their faces twisted in anguish. With every ounce of strength, they fought against the darkness, their love for Mia and Lucas giving them the strength to overcome even the darkest of evils. In a burst of blinding light, the mirror shattered once more, releasing Mia and Lucas from its grip. As they emerged, shaken but alive, they knew that the darkness had been defeated once and for all. But as they looked out over the town of Willow Creek, they couldn't shake the feeling that the darkness still lingered, waiting for its chance to return.